Welcome back to the Ryan Nile Show.
I came back from a night out. I don't know where I was. I was lit. I was doing my toxic masculinity stuff. I'm
Mm-mm.
dressed in, I'm looking. And that night, I just said, you know what, guys, I'm just gonna go home. So I called an Uber. I just wanted to go home. And this guy picks me up and we're driving. He's like, "Oh, good evening, sir. How you doing?" I said, "I'm alright. I don't really talk to you, but Uber drivers. Not because I don't want to speak to them or stuff like that. It's because I like silence and I just like to be in my mind. I'm a very analytical person."
Mm.
And he's like, "Oh, so tell me what you do." And I said, I told him what I do and stuff like that. So I asked him what he does as well, thinking he's just an Uber driver,
Right.
like disregarding anything that he could be else in life, right? And because at that time I didn't really want to have the conversation. And he's like, "Oh, my day job is I'm a paramedic." I
Wow,
sit up
really?
now. "Oh, okay. You're a paramedic. So you're a paramedic during the day. My mom works in the NHS and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So that's long shifts." She goes, "Yeah, I'm a paramedic. I do like between 10 to 11 hour shifts a day and stuff, and then I do Uber at
That's
nights."
crazy.
So I was like, "Oh, why are you doing it? Why are you working so much and so hard? Why are you Ubering at night?" And he was like, "I just need to make money." So I was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." And then I was like, "Why do you need to make money?" And he's like, "I don't want to put a down on your night, sir. You look like you had a great night. I don't want to put a light down on your night." I was like, "No, like, talk to me." It's like, recently my partner passed away and left me with a 5-month-old child to raise, a little girl, Isabella, and I'm working two jobs to support her life. I have no family. I have one sister. She lives in a different country and she has her own life. I'm here in the UK by myself. So I said, "So who's looking after your child during the day?" He's like, "I pay a nanny, and that's the reason why I'm working now. So in order for me to go work during the day, I have to work in the night to pay a nanny to look after my child during the day." And I'm sitting in the back of the Uber like, yo, this is God sent. Because at that same time, that
Completely.
same week, I said to my mom on the phone, "I don't want to do this YouTube thing no more. I don't like people having access to my life. I don't like people knowing about me, knowing my story, knowing how to leverage it to me. Women being able to come at me in a way, men be able to come at me in a way." And my mom was telling me about, "You need to do it because you're helping people."
Right.
And then he said what he said. And I was like, I said, "Sir, I got a YouTube channel. I'm in a, I'm not in the same space as you." I said, "In my dynamic, I have a big family, so they can help as a support system. But I understand what you feel. I lost my partner," and I explained the story. And the whole journey home, we were talking. And when he got to my front door, when we got to the front door, we come out the car. He's like, "Sir," he's like, "Thank you very much." And I said to him, one of the things that I said to him, and I said, "My son is now 2. My partner died when he was 11 months old. Your daughter's 5 months old. It gets easier. The older and older the child becomes, the more they grow up, the more independence that they have in themselves, you now see the light in the tunnel." I said it was when my son turned 2 and he was like moving around and doing stuff. That's when I really felt like, oh, he's independent. He could get his jacket, he can take his shoes off, all these different types of stuff. He can say yes or no, he can articulate. I said, the problem that you have right now is that you have to communicate with a child that doesn't know how to communicate with you in the way that you're used to.
Yeah.
So you have to feel the child. You have to use all of these instinctive things that we have now. Is she hungry? I don't know. Pharaoh can say to me, "Daddy, I want a banana. I want porridge. I don't want chips. I don't want fish."
Mm.
It's easier for me to, "Oh, you want porridge? I'll give you porridge
Right.
every day." You don't know what your daughter wants. Only though you know that she could be hungry, she could be feeling cold, she could have wet herself. There's so much stuff. So you have to go through like a deletion process of what it may be
Mm.
until she sells. So I said, it gets easier. And he said, "Thank you, sir." He's like, "One last thing. This might seem a bit unprofessional right now, but could I give you a bro hug?" And I said, bro, bring it in. I said, bring it in. And we was outside my house, 2:30 a.m. My house, like, there's like a little alleyway to go into my
Yeah.
house. Two grown men just hugging, bro. And I,
Someone who was a stranger before,
stranger, complete stranger,
brought together by the same
same
grief and experience.
experience. And so I said, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna relaunch this YouTube channel. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make sure that this message gets out in any format. It needs to be fun. I need to touch on the multifaceted nature of myself. I'm literally showing you me creating me to better my son so he can create himself.
Yeah.
So other people can see everything and stuff like that. I'm gonna have my bad times. I'm gonna have my great times. I'm going to be unfiltered. You're gonna see my good days and bad days, because it would be unjust if I didn't.
Absolutely, man. And look how much has helped. Even the guy didn't see your YouTube channel, but he connected with your story.
He's now followed me on YouTube.
There you go.
He's not following me on YouTube.
There you go.
Because one thing he did say is like, in order to feed my daughter, I go on YouTube, I watch all of these videos and
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what the parent and stuff.
right.
And I was like, oh wow, people actually do that. They actually what to feed your child, because it's actually quite hard to, especially if you're going through it. I know the process, the survival mode he's going through, and he's got it. He's got it at a different, much more pressure on him because he
Yeah.
doesn't have the same support system.
Yeah.
So while he's not working and working to work to support his child, he's then working to figure out how to be a parent to his child. That's crazy.
While doing two jobs.
While doing two jobs, he's working a job so he can work the. Do you know how crazy that is?
Working a job to work a job.
Yeah, he's working a job to pay for him to work a job. That's crazy. As a cycle, that's crazy. As a burnout, that's crazy. But as a person, this shows the level of power and grit and perseverance that we have as the love. And I said, your love will drive you through this.
Yeah.
Hour sleep, 2 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep, you crash out in a corner, you thingy, you're back in it, you're going to be the best paramedic you need to be in your life, you're going to be there, Uber driver, you're going to connect with people, there's going to be a person there in Uber that's actually going to change your life, you're going to have this conversation with someone and they're going to help you. Bro, I don't tip Uber drivers, I tip the crap out of him.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Because I had to, because it's like I connected and I wanted him to do better. Do you see what I'm saying? To be better and everything. And it's like, all right, cool, I need to go hard at this.
Right.
And the first thing I did was, I said, you know what, how do I manage my life right now? I got so much shit happening in my life right now. How do I need to manage? Let me suck it up.
Right.
I called Sasha. Sasha's my manager. Call Sasha. I said, Sasha, these are the things that you just need to take from me. She said, all right, cool. And Sasha's very reserved in how she handles me. I said, Sasha, you need to be hard on me. If there's a day that I said, oh no, we're not going to do this today, you're going to say, why not? No, or no, we're doing it. It's in the schedule. We need to do it. So I told her off. And now she tells me off all the time. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's good, but it's for
it's for the betterment of what we're doing, because it's not about us. It's not the vanity about what we're doing. It's not about the social media. It's not about the brands, the likes, whatever financial remuneration that you can get from it. It's literally about the story. It's literally about the story. I have a goal for my manager, what I want her to be able to gain. I have a goal for me, and I openly tell her my goal. I openly tell her my goal for her, and my goal for my son. Yeah, and my goal for my son is to be worth a certain amount by a certain amount of time, because life did him wrong. Do you know? He's got a hard time. So I want him to be a certain level comfortable. I want him to live a certain level of lifestyle. I want him to not know the struggle that his father's did. I'm not middle class because I'm connected to the two worlds. You can be. You are. So everything I'm doing now is to raise everything like that. And it's not about me. And I don't really care left as people see things on me and they hate me because of it. Because when they meet me, they're going to see that I'm genuine. They're going to see that I'm a real person and I go through things. and I would open up and I would talk to you, and I'm not shallow or a shell of myself and not know who I am. And for some people, they might dislike it because it now challenges them to think who they are for themselves, and then that's a battle internal, lead to them, right?
Yeah.
Who am
But
I?
maybe that's what you're here to do, to challenge that, to challenge people's conceptions and
Of self and
yeah, exactly. And live by example because you were handed these cards and you kind of had to just to deal with it and
exactly,
to go through that experience and turn it into something that can be positive and can be inspirational,
exactly.
for people.
And
So,
that's the thing. And my mom's like, "This is your blessing." She's like, in the worst way.
yeah, exactly.
In the worst way.